Remember her? This is her lately. People who were big in Hollywood in the past are still alive and well. We know their names and have seen their movies and TV shows. Some of them have been there since the beginning of the golden age of old Hollywood, so they've seen everything. Many people have worked to make actors more fair and pave the way for today's stars. They changed the way we watch TV and movies, and people of all generations remember the famous investments they made. It can be hard to get to Hollywood and work as an actor, but people who've made it this far wouldn't change a thing. For better or worse, these icons are heroes in their own right. These are some of the most experienced stars in Hollywood right now. Mark Miller, 97 years old. Mark Miller was born in November 1924 and was a successful actor in both theater and TV. He was in more than 30 plays as a stage actor and more than 40 TV shows as a TV character. On his resume, he also lists a few movie roles. Miller was someone who could act on any stage. Miller is likely most well known for his part as Bill Hooton in Guess Word Ho. His role as Jim Nash in the hit TV show Please Don't Eat the Daisies was another one. He's now 97 years old, and you could say that he's way past his years in terms of playing skills. Mikk Taka, 96 years old. When she was born in July 1925, Mikk Taka became one of the most famous actors in Hollywood. Taka is most likely best known for her role in the 1957 classic Sayonara, which she shared with another Hollywood legend, Marlon Brando. Iconic Hollywood movies like The Art of Love, Cry for Happy, Operation Bottleneck, and many more have Taka in them. Mikk could have had a great starring career, but in 1982 she chose to leave Hollywood for good. In the 1982 movie The Challenge, she played Yoshida's wife, which was her last movie part. Since Mikk is now 96 years old, it's not clear if she wants to start playing again anytime soon. Paul Anka, 80 years old. Most likely you've heard a lot of Paul Anka songs throughout your life. Put Your Head on My Shoulder, Lonely Boy, Diana, and many more of Anka's famous hit songs made him a famous musician in Canada. Also, he wrote the theme song for Johnny Carson's show, The Tonight Show. Anka made a name for himself in acting as well as singing. Among his playing credits are a few roles in movies and TV shows. There's no question that Anka's been successful in more than one field. Even though he's 80 years old now, he's still going on tour. Anka still performs, but he also oversees several projects and business ventures. Mimi Gibson, 73 years old. Mimi Gibson used to be a child actor. In her first job, she was a famous calendar model when she was only 18 months old. For the calendar, she had to pose with different animals. She was in movies before she was 2 years old, so she must have been good at being on calendars. After that, Mimi was in more movies, and she built up quite a performing resume. Rebel in Town, I'll Give My Life, Houseboat, Strange Intruder, and many more are some of the movies she's best known for. Even though she had early success, Mimi quit Hollywood and went into shopping instead. Mimi went from working in stores to being a real estate agent in the Los Angeles area. Mitchell Ryan, 88 years old. Mitchell Ryan is a famous actor who's been in movies, TV shows, and plays. He's had a great acting career for more than 60 years. Ryan's most well-known roles were in Dharma and Greg, Dark Shadows, and many more. His other name is General Peter McAllister in the 1987 movie Lethal Weapon. At this point, Mitchell is 88 years old, but he's still acting in movies and on TV. The last time he was on TV was in the show Smartphone Theater, where he played Harry. In the movie Valley of Shadows, he'll play Kenton McBride. Ryan loves playing. That's what you could say. Felicia Rashad, 73 years old. There is no doubt that everyone knows who Felicia Rashad is. She's one of the most famous stars of all time, and her most famous part was Claire Huxtable on The Cosby Show on NBC. Rashad has been nominated for several Emmy Awards as an actor, and people have called her the mother of the black community. The actress is now 73 years old, but she's still very busy working as an actress in movies and on TV. Rashad is also the dean of Howard University's College of the Fine Arts, so she fits her work as an actor into her schedule. As this famous actor gets more roles in movies and TV shows over the next few years, students will be able to learn a lot from her. Piper Laurie, 90 years old. She's best known for her parts in Carrie, Children of a Lesser God, and The Hustler. Piper Laurie is an American actress. Because of this, her work in these movies got her many votes for an Academy Award. Along with movies, Laurie was in a lot of TV shows, including Twin Peaks, Days of Wine and Roses, and many more. Laurie's been playing for more than 70 years as of 2022. She's also one of the last Hollywood stars from the Golden Age who's still alive. Since she's already 90 years old, the fact that she's still playing in movies and TV shows is amazing. The actress lives in California at the moment, and we hope she can keep working in movies and TV shows. Nicole Scherzinger, 45 years old. Nicole Scherzinger is a versatile artist who's made her way through the entertainment business with ease, making a lasting mark on the world stage. Even though Scherzinger is 45 years old, her amazing skills continue to amaze people. Scherzinger became famous as the lead singer of the Pussycat Dolls, where she showed off her strong voice and lively stage personality. In addition to being successful in the music business, she's also worked as a judge on TV talent shows like The X Factor and The Masked Singer. She's also very flexible when it comes to acting. She's played different parts in different shows, showing that she can easily switch from different types of acting. Nicole Scherzinger is still a big deal in the entertainment industry thanks to her charm, beauty, and obvious skill. She continues to inspire fans and other artists as she changes to expand her artistic impact. Richard Beymer, 84 years old. Child Stars was where Richard Beymer got his start as an actor. Between 1949 and 1953, he was on a kids' show called Sandy Dreams. After that, Beymer's first movie was 1953's Stazione Termini. At this point, he was slowly getting more famous and was being on several TV shows. Then, as an adult, he went to work for 20th Century Fox, where he was in movies and TV shows like The Longest Day and West Side Story. In the 1960s, Beymer did less acting and had small parts on TV shows. He even tried his hand at making movies with 1973's The Interview. He started working again in the 1980s, though, and has been busy ever since. These days, he mostly directs films like Behind the Red Curtain. Rita Moreno, 90 years old. Rita Moreno is, without a question, one of the biggest stars of her time. With a career spanning more than 70 years, she's shown how talented she is in many entertainment areas. She was born in Puerto Rico and has been in a lot of movies like Singin' in the Rain, West Side Story, I Like It Like That, and The Slums of Beverly Hills. She's also a TV star, having been in shows like Oz and The Electric Company. The 4 big American Entertainment Awards have only been given to a small group of Hollywood stars. She's one of them. She has an Oscar, Grammy, an Emmy, and a Tony. She's still working at 90 and was in Steven Spielberg's 2020 movie, West Side Story. Ruda Lee, 86 years old. Ruda Lee began her work in show business in the 1950s as an actress and dancer. She's best known for her roles in musicals like Funny Face and 7 Brides of 7 Brothers. The actor from Canada and the United States also had a part in the crime thriller Witness for the Prosecution. Some people may also remember her from an episode of The Twilight Zone called A Shot Drink from a Certain Fountain, in which she played a guest role. In the same way, she was a guest star on several game shows including High Rollers, Hollywood Squares, What's My Line, and Match Game. When she's not in the spotlight, Lee is a kind and generous star. She's worked with the Thalians, a nonprofit, for more than 50 years. The group's money goes to helping difficult teens and people with mental health problems. Sally Todd, 87 years old. This is Sally Todd, an American actress and model who started working in show business when she was just 17. Her mom told her she should try out for the Miss Tucson Beauty Contest. She did well by winning the event, which came with a trip to Hollywood that was paid for by the winner. Then she jumped at the chance to become a model. As a model, Todd is best known for being in the February 1957 issue of Playboy as the Playmate of the Month figure. But because she was an actress, she was in several bad movies such as Frankenstein's Daughter and The Unearthly, Al Capone, G.I. Blues, and The Revolt of Mamie Stover are some of her other movies. She's also been in a lot of TV shows like 77, Sunset Strip, and Johnny Ringo. Stephanie Powers, 79 years old. Zofia Stephanie C. Paul made a deal with Columbia Pictures when she was 16 years old. She got her start in show business that day, and the company gave her the name Stephanie Powers. It was in the 1960s that she got small parts in movies like If a Man Answers, Tammy Tell Me True, and The Interns. But it wasn't long before Hollywood noticed how beautiful she was. Powers had a lot of TV parts throughout her career, but her role as Jennifer Hart on the show Heart to Heart is what most people remember her for. The first season ran in 1979, and the last one was in 1984. She's 79 years old now, and one of her most recent projects was a play called 84 Charing Cross Road, which came out in 2018. Brian Cox, 75 years old. Brian Cox, a Scottish actor, first became known when he was in the Royal National Theatre and the Royal Shakespeare Company. At the same time, he was well known because he was in a lot of movies and TV shows in the 1970s and 1980s. In the 1986 movie Manhunter, he was the first actor to play the famous serial killer Hannibal Lecter. Some people may know Cox from his small part in Mel Gibson's famous movie Braveheart. Troy, the Bourne film series, X-Men 2, Red, and Rise of the Planet of the Apes are some of his other big hits. In his many years as an actor, he's won many awards, including a Golden Globe and an Emmy. The movies Separation, The Bay of Silence, and Remember Me are some of his most recent works. Diane Keaton, 76 years old. She's one of the best actors of her time, Diane Keaton. Most of her fans praise her for having a unique style and attitude. In the middle of the 1960s, she started her career by acting in the Broadway show Hair. The reviews for her role in Woody Allen's play, Play It Again, Sam, were also great. Soon, she moved on to movies and became famous very quickly. Keaton is best known for her roles in well-known movies like the Godfather movies, Sleeper, Love and Death, and Annie Hall. During her decades in the business, she's won many awards, including 2 Golden Globes and an Academy Award. She's still busy at 76, having recently been in the movies Palms and Love, Wedding, and Other Disasters. Anthony Hopkins, 84 years old. Without a question, Sir Anthony Hopkins is the greatest Welsh actor to have ever worked in Hollywood. He got better at what he did at the Royal National Theatre. Later, in 1968, he became famous as a movie in The Lion in Winter. 5 of his movies were directed by the renowned Richard Attenborough, who even called him the best actor of his time. When most of us think of Hopkins, we probably remember as Hannibal Lecter in the thriller Silence of the Lambs and Red Dragon. The Mask of Zorro, Nixon, and The Remains of the Day are some of his other well-known movies. The actor's 84 now and was just named the oldest actor to win an Oscar for Best Actor.